and I have to go back and look and remind myself that it is still in the teens. It's the 17th. Got it and got it. Wait for this to finish loading. And okay, now that that's started, I can exit out of that and that one. And let's go here. And let me spotlight this so it won't keep pulling up my picture for no reason. All right, there we go. So my first question to everybody is, nope, I don't want to join out of here. Let me go back to my notes. So did the check-in. So the book review is your ship. So instead of just asking who read it, who didn't read it, or who got to finish it yet, I want three of y'all to tell me something very business-like that you got out of the book. Something that just hit you, stood out to you when it comes down to It's Your Ship. I know I think we did like 2 last week. And we did Shannon last week because she said that it was my fault that it was born there. Did you read Relentless yet?
So yeah, I haven't finished it. I started it and it is completely not like It's Your Ship. I was in there like, okay. Because he was talking, even though he was, talking sportsy, because I don't do sports. But he was talking where I can relate and understand, kind of like, so boom, chick. So like that, like I was like, okay, I can get that. So I am enjoying that a lot more than this other one. Y'all can have that one.
I like it. Tell us about it, Martini.
Yeah, I think I went over it last week a little bit. One thing that I really liked was that the author was definitely about, breaking the rules within reason, right? And then the next thing was about just taking up for your people, seeing the good in your people, and being willing to break the rules for some of your people, just to see them, achieve their greatness, so to speak, or just to see the potential in them and to really double down on it. And I think we had mentioned on the last call the gentleman who was in some sort of trouble. He was in trouble and he wasn't allowed to leave, but his mother was ill. And so Captain kind of just let him go, to go visit his mom while she was dying, and then when he came back, he was in a much better place and just excelled. So there's something to be said about breaking the norm, breaking the patterns, and just really truly believing in your people and not being afraid to take a stand and double down on them.
I love it. Yep. It's so many principles he discussing that it's just it just really makes you step up and understand that even when you are navigating or working in a certain industry, you have that ability and you have that leeway to go in there and be changed. Like if I had to say anything about him, it's that he was the change. Yeah. He was the change. He made the change happen. And I don't know if y'all know it, but of course it's a true story, but he really is that dude. Like when it comes down to people speaking and being in the Navy, he is highly decorated, y'all. And I watched videos where he's spoken in person, give you chills, give you slap chills. So he's that dude. So when it comes down, let me see. Go ahead, Shantae, tell us about it. Then I'll go into the next one. And I know she was driving. If she can come off mute for a second and tell it to us.
Hello.
We can hear you now.
Okay, I was just saying that I like the way he made the employees feel as if it was their business too, and that in turn makes them take more pride in the work they do, and to open your mind to other people ideas. Don't matter what what level of employee they are or ranking, that case on the boat. Just open your mind to different ideas, because sometimes they make sense. And sometimes when it's your business, you are stuck in your ways and you have things set in a certain standard that you want them to go. But that's not always the best thing. So I liked that part a whole lot.
So if y'all have your notes, I want you to write down this question. And this is something that I want y'all to have over the entire year. I want you to be able to ask yourself this question often and then be able to come back to it. And that is, does my audience and my community feel like the business and the brand is theirs too? Does my audience and my community feel like the business and the brand is theirs too? Now, let me ask y'all this. What would that look like? How would you know if your audience and if your community felt like your brand? And I want you to think about it from your brand's perspective. I want y'all to tell me, how would you know that your audience felt like that it was theirs, and that the business and the brand is theirs too, that they take a piece and a sense of ownership as well? Simone, I want you to go first for me.
Man, just picking on me. I would say that it's more of can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear Matt. Was Matt talking, or was it?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I would say if you are engaging with them as far as asking them questions about what it is that they are looking for in your community, what type of problems they're having, helping them to become even aware of the problems that they may not even know that they have, and giving them incentives. So I have a few things coming up as well that I'm going to start giving my audience and followers in exchange for feedback, and just helping, giving them valuable information.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna give you some stuff that we can add to that. What about you, Crystal? What are some ways that you feel like you would know if your audience, your customers felt like the brand was theirs too?
I would say like giving them a voice to say, like what they want to see from the brand. Maybe there's a specific, maybe because I don't offer a lot of rose gold and gunmetal black jewelry, but maybe that's something that somebody say, hey, we want to see more of that, and actually like building the brand based on what my target audience wants to see versus what I just think somebody would like.
I like it. I like it. I like it. That's good. That's a lot of that's in the close proximity of the suggestions I'm gonna give y'all too. Martini, what's a way you feel like your audience would feel like the brand and the business is theirs as well?
I wrote down a couple of things. Sorry, writing down again. Definitely feedback, asking for people to asking people what it is that they want to see, what type of products, I'm building a product, you guys, give me your input. What are some of the things that you struggle with? I want to be able to support you in that, right? So once the product is actually built, I think that people would take a look at and say, she's speaking to me and I had a hand or I had a piece in the evolution of a specific product. I would say people sharing the content and doing like a hashtag like martini party or something. So building a community and having an actual name for my community and having them share it and feeling like, yeah, I'm a martini party girl, or I'm a martini girl or something. So having that sense of brand recognition and community. Another thing is just having the like help us grow, like using the word us, we, instead of you, them. It's including them into it. And if I am saying, like I'm trying to, grow this channel for us, or like help us grow or help us do whatever, people are more inclined to support. They're more than happy to help, and they feel like they're a part of it.
I love it. All those are really good. Those are really good. If your audience do all of that, baby, listen, they go buy up everything you got. They go buy up everything you got. So I put it, I want y'all to take from what everyone said, because everybody said some really good ones. And I put, I'm putting actually 3 of them in the chat for us so that we can know. And I'm gonna call them out as well so you guys can put them into your notes. So these are 3 ways that your audience feel like the brand is theirs. Number 1, they become reoccurring buyers. They're invested. They like, listen, baby, if I need some glasses, if I need some shades, baby, I'm getting it from Glam Chasers. I'm getting it from Shades of Glam. That's where I got to go. They will reject buying it from other places just because they know, I get my glasses from Shades of Glam. That's the number 1 thing they're going to do. They're going to be reoccurring. They're going to be, if you have a program, they're going to keep coming back to the program. You get what I'm saying? They're going to see what next program that you have. They're going to be a part. You have to make certain things because of them, because they are so involved. The number 2 is they share it. They share it. They share it with others. People who share stuff with other people, they always have like a sense of ownership too, because they like, girl, ooh, look at this, and ooh, look at that. Like, let me show you what I got from this. They take pride in it. So that's another thing that they do. They share it. The third thing is they show up. They give presents. They give presents. That mean they when they come, the greatest form of this we usually see is music artists and their fans. Like, you got people that will show up for Travis Scott. It don't matter what he went through. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter what happened. Travis Scott in the concert, baby, they like, I'm there. You get what I'm saying? You got people, they talking about right now in the rap community, they talking about Gunna. Y'all know who Gunna is. Gunna's the guy who got the song Pushing P. So they, some folks say Gunna a snitch, but online, guess what? They talking about, they say, get what? They say, hey, Gunna told I didn't. That's the hashtag they got out there. You get what I'm saying? Yep, that's another one, the Beehive. Listen, baby, if Beyonce doing something, listen, she may sell out just because her people who they can be unseen her every time she did concerts. It don't matter. They coming back. They coming back because they take ownership in it. And I love that the community name, like Martini said, when your community take on a name, that's when you really know they doing something, they popping. Whether it's a name you gave them or whether it's a name they came up with. And the fun thing is the fans came up with the Beehive. Like, there are certain communities, they like, if you ask Beyonce, she gonna be able to honestly tell you, I don't even know. I didn't give them that. They just popped out like that one day. Same way with Nicki Minaj, the Bards. They just showed up. They was always there, but they just showed up one day with all t-shirts on saying the Barbs. and she had to go with it. So that's when you know your community feels like they are a part of it, and it benefits you. They do more things when they feel like that. They do more things when they feel like that. So that's going to help us with this next part that we're going to go into. And it's going to be cool because we're going to jump into this part. How many of y'all did the 10 problems that your services or your products solve? So hopefully everybody did that. If you didn't, make sure, or if you did and didn't hit it off in your to-do list, make sure every morning you go in there and you check it off. If you do things through the day and you better at checking it off at night, go check it off at night. That way you'll know you keeping track of your goals. So I want to start with Shannon. Can you send me the sheet? Yep, because I'm gonna update your over some more. So I'm gonna have it for you. And a lot of this is in to do as well. So Shannon, give me 3 problems that your product solves.
So I kind of broke mine down in a sense of jewelry versus like glasses. So from the jewelry aspect, I wrote down that it helps to solve problems of lack of confidence. So when women are getting dressed, they're adding their jewelry, they feel a little bit more confident. So it's helping with that confidence building. Also from the glasses aspect, solving the problem of affordability, being able to afford eyewear that is cute, and fashionable versus the ugly ones that your insurance offers or on the wall that you can't afford. So I'm solving a problem of affordability with the eyewear. I don't even know where my notes are. And then another one was trying to think what I wrote. I had like 2 different pages of it. I put also help maintain and gain a sense of for women, even though I do have jewelry for men, but women is my focus, of femininity. It just kind of helps add those feminine touches to kind of bring that out a little bit more, which can also tie at times with the lack of confidence, but depending upon who you are. So
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Those are some really good 3. Crystal, give me 3 that you got.
Okay, so 3 that I have is longer necklaces for people who have thicker necks.
I know the specifics of that.
A way to commemorate important things that has happened in your life. And a high quality look for a low price.
Crystal, girl, you've been working. You've been working. You better come through with them specifics. Listen, I loved all 3 of those. And if y'all know me, especially this season, I've been talking about details when it comes down to specifics. And as we flow tonight, you're going to see how useful those are to you. What about you, Annette? What are 3 problems that your product solves?
So one, I put simple accessories together that will help you to stand out. Being able to find confidence in mixing and matching your accessories. And not being afraid to wear bold colors.
I love the bold color part. And with your signature and your content assignments that we gave you, that's going to work out really, 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 really good. That's going to work out really good. And like I say, as we move along, y'all are going to see exactly where that fits. Exactly where it fits. I love it. Let me see. Give me 3 of yours, Martini.
I have for me a low self-confidence. Low self-esteem, low self-confidence because they've hit rock bottom. Lack of a support system because no one necessarily believes in them. And I would say having a big vision, but a lack of resources and guidance.
Ooh, I love, big vision, lack of guidance, lack of listen, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So you're gonna listen. You're gonna learn that. You're gonna love that. So let's see. What about yours, Ursula? What's 3 of them that 3 problems that your services solve? You came on mute, but we can't hear you talking. I'm drinking more. Okay, let's see. Let me I want a good few from everybody on this one. So, Shantae, give me 3 of yours.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you good now.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering why all the other times I was talking, I just figured y'all were ignoring me. So I just let it ride. But 3 things that my services help with as far as, like problems and stuff like that. Number 1 is the understanding of content, like how to better understand how to actually create your content. Number 2, the understanding of your actual audience, how to talk to your people. And number 3, how to build community so that you're able to engage with these people and not have them just essentially be bored with you. Because that's going to play a huge part in it. Because if they bored, they're going to change the channel.
If they bored, they go change the channel. Now that was the nicer way to say it than the way I said it on live the other day. But yeah, you can't bore folk now, because they definitely go pick something else. So that's good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Creating that avenue for them so where they can give off that excitement. So awesome. So it's good to see that all of y'all did those. That excites me. Now I want to go into another question and phase for you. So we're talking about community. We understand what it would be like if they were a part of the business. How do we know they feel like they're a part of the business? And we just talked about the problems that we know that we solve for them. That's how I want you to look at it. These are problems that you're solving for people who feel like they are a part of your community. Now, the next phase in that is who is them? Who is them? So even while we right here, right now, what I want y'all to do, I won't make you do 10, even though I want 10, but I want y'all to write down, if you don't already, 5 characteristics of the people inside your community. I want to skip the word target audience because I'm already making videos about how it's not always what people tell. So what I want that you can't include their age, you can't include their ethnicity, you can't include if they're male or female, their gender. You can't include their tax bracket, because those are basic things that inside your community you're gonna learn they don't even matter. Once you have a built community, them four won't matter. My brother said one time, he said, hey man, when you her priority, she gonna pay what it take to get to you. I said, I think that's supposed to be the other way around. But I took him for what he gave it to me for. Took it for what he gave it to me for. As the country folks say, take it with you. Take it with you. So write down five characteristics of your community. And I want you to think about, these are people who feel like the business is theirs. And these are also people who they're your community. They stick with you. They show up. What are the characteristics of these people? And remember, you have a service or a product that solves a problem for them. All right. Y'all still writing? That's good. That's good. I'm gonna give y'all about another minute or so, and then we're gonna get some answers. We're gonna get some answers. We go all around the world. We don't care where we go.
Come on, Cheetah Girls.
I was just finished. Shout out to all the people who still have Disney songs that randomly play in their head. Cause that I know every song off Xenon. Cause I watched that movie probably about 50-11 times, they say. Zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom. Supernova girl. I used to watch Guts too. I don't know if y'all watched Guts, but the Nickelodeon show. Do you have guts? And I felt like I was more athletic than all the kids on Guts. So I used to just sit in front of the TV as if it was rap or something, and be like, man, I just need one chance. I was like Eminem. I was like, man, if them folks ever get me on Guts, show out. Because I always said, don't nobody dance after they get to the top of the mountain. I said, I'm going to get up there and have a whole routine. So I'm going to get up there and hit the walk it out on them folks. They weren't going to know what to do. Let's see. All right. So, Martina, how about you go first? Give me all five. Give me the 5 characteristics of the people that's in your community. They feel like they are part of the brand. And these people, you have services and products that solve a problem for them. What's 5 characteristics of those people?
Well, I have a little bit more just in case I didn't do it right. They're personal development minded, health conscious, willing to learn, always looking for opportunity, searching for a mentor. She's currently settling, single, entrepreneurial minded, and she's rooted in her faith, whatever that is, and very highly ambitious.
I like it. I like it, Martina. I like it. I love the consistency of yours too.
Okay, so
it.
that was right then.
Yes, yes, that was right. That was right. Ashley said, "Is she talking to me?" Did she say she in the right area? She in the right area. Listen, if it fit, listen, that's a sign of a person that's in your community too. If they say, "Is she talking to me?" You know, I've definitely had somebody message me before and said, "Do you know me or something?" I said, "What?" They said, "Because in every one of your videos, it feel like you talking straight to me." I said, "Hey, it just let you know you're in the right place. Let you know you're in the right place." All right. What about you, Annette?
We have so the 5 characteristics is that they love unique pieces, they love versatile items, they love to find items that speaks to them, they love quality products, and they just love to show off.
I like it. I like it. I like it. You know, I like the show off part. So as you know, those people who connect with those colors, they're gonna be right there. They're gonna be right there in the mix. Right there in the mix. I love it. I love it. What about you, Crystal?
I got stuff. So the only one I actually could come up with off the top of my head was they enjoy unique jewelry pieces that you won't see everybody wearing. That's the only one I could come up with off the top of my head right now.
So that's a good one. That it's good that you have a single one. But we also want to be able to extend it. But that's a good start. The fact that they want to have things that other people aren't wearing, but they're gonna go back to think about, excuse me, they'll go back to thinking about the problems that you solve for them. So let me show you. What's another problem that you solve? Give me one.
Longer necklaces for people with thicker necks.
Yep. So people with thick necks.
Okay.
Yep. You see how simple that is? Because in the sentence, you can hear the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The part for you is providing the longer necklaces. For them, it's the fact that they got a thick neck. So a lot of times, just in a basic sentence, you can find what it is that or who it is that your target audience is. Because they people with thick necks. You got the long necklace, but the long necklace is connected with people with thick necks. Give me another one. Let's do another one.
Okay, so I guess another one would be gosh, what did I look at? I don't know why I threw this book over there. I have jewelry for those with smaller wrists. So like for me, a normal size bangle is too big for my wrist, so it comes halfway up my arm. But I also do smaller ones that are actually built for people with the smaller wrists.
See, so what out of that statement that you just made, what's one of the characteristics of somebody that would fit into your community?
A person with a smaller wrist.
There you go. There you go. So you see that? You see that? I'm loving it. What about you, Simone?
So I think you have been looking at my post, my next post that's supposed to go up, because I actually did mine slightly different. So mine says, like, if you're new to my community or been here before, or you're biz bestie. So I put it into sections. So if you're new here, you're probably struggling to do it yourself or find legitimate help, meaning designers or developers. And then the second one is, if you've been here, you're an OG, so you probably need more website traffic and conversions. If you're a biz bestie, we probably worked together before, and as a result, have an optimized website, but you need more web traffic, conversions, business productivity, and customer reviews. So I put, for the new here, you're probably spending too much time on YouTube. You're asking friends and family how they created their website, or interviewed other developers and designers in hopes of getting further than you did by yourself. If you've been here, you don't have a website, or you need a website redesign, which means you have little to no traffic, a lot of add to carts with few to no purchases. So mine is slightly different, and then you're probably stuck at the same monthly revenue. And then the biz bestie, you have an optimized website, but need more website organic and paid traffic. You're not tracking your visitors or reviewing analytics on a regular basis, retargeting them, essentially stalking them around the internet, or you're not sure how to maintain your website and keep it safe and protected. So that's actually my next post. So thanks for asking.
I love it. I love it. And I love how you're already sectioning them off by the problem and by what you may have met them at. So you're piecing your community into places. And what I already know you're gonna do is to have the services to offer each section of them.
Exactly.
And that's good, because we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that. Yep. Let me see. So I want to go into this next part, and I'm gonna question y'all with this too. So the next question is, and I want y'all to write down 3 of these too, things that they have on their social media that is a giveaway that they would fit in your community. So we just talked about the characteristics, but on their social media, what would be a giveaway? And this is going to get broad, so you're going to use your creative a little bit to find these answers. But 3 things that when you go to a person's page, you know, okay, this person right here, this one of my customers, this a potential customer, this a potential client. And it's not just often them engaging with you. If you mess around and found a page, you know this person right here, they could fit right in. I want y'all to write down 3 things that you know you can tangibly see, and you will say, okay, I need to go comment. I need to go comment. And while y'all writing, that's one of the best tips right there. When you see somebody, on your page, on your FYP, somebody that commented, somebody that followed you, when they look like somebody from your community, you got to get in them comments. You got to get in them comments. Some of y'all can go direct the message. You can go direct the message. I like to get, I'm a commenter first. I like to show the human characteristic side. Show them I ain't too big, I ain't out of their league. Because people are naturally now very intimidated. Especially when it come down to something they need. They sensitive about it, you know? How you said in the movie, I'm sensitive about my stuff. So I be sensitive with them. Had to be sensitive with somebody today. Because they messaged me and told me they wanted to quit. My old answer is usually, well, go do that. Come back and tell me how that worked out for you. But this time I said, no, man, it's 2023 now. Let's talk to them, because they sent the message. They sent the message. It's game time, it's action. So I talked them off the ledge, but I made them make sense to their own self. Make it make sense to their own self. Yep, they reached out. So if they reached out, I'm gonna reach back and bring them on in. I did tell them though, you only get one of them. The next time you tell me you go quit, I'm gonna hand you your pink slip. Let me see. All right, so let's see about some of these three. So Shannon, tell me three of the things that people on social media would have or they would do that would tell you that they fit in your community.
So based off of the things that I put as the characteristics, I put somebody who only post about children or work. They never go out. So there's somebody that's kind of lost themselves in life, like being a mother, being a wife. All I do is work. That is a person that is a part of my community. So knowing and seeing that person, that they're, looking at their posts and seeing what they're posting about as far, just that there's nothing else going on in their life, and that's somebody that needs to find themselves outside of their home life. Also, things that people post as far as whether the words that they post are not discouraging, but words that don't uplift or words that uplift, because in my community, that's one of the things that we do. We're constantly uplifting and motivating and inspiring. So if somebody's doing that, then they're a part of my community. If they're not, then I need to bring them into my community and make them a part of it, because I do believe that everybody does not always come in to shop, but once you got them and they're there, they can become customers.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody that I look in their page, and I'm not the most fashionable person in the world, but if I look at your page and you look like you just not doing it, you need to be in my community so I can help you accessorize.
So what's funny is your last answer and this actually happens a lot. I used to teach this a lot in the wireless industry. Your last answer and your first answer are they almost oxymorons to each other in a sense, because let me show you something. Your first answer, a person who's lost and all they see is kids and stuff, that actually is going to be the smallest part of your audience, or it should be. If I go look at your community and those people are 70%, I will honestly make you abandon that community and start over, because those are people who won't buy nothing. They attach to the purpose, but they don't fit shades of glam. They just kind of there to be encouraged. And it's good that we having this conversation, because it's a hard conversation for people to have, but you can accidentally gather a lot of people who are just there for a pity party. That's one of the hardest things about being on social media and being encouraging. You can gather people who just want sympathy. Even me as a coach, I'm very defining in between the people who just want my help and the people who they need help, but they go help themselves too. All of my favorite clients, they go help themselves. They just need me to help them help themselves. But the people who just need my help, you know what them people are? Them are the people who go take a course, they go take a class, but they not gonna help themselves. They know everything I would say. They could almost teach it. They could work for me. But in how much they've applied is very little. And they struggle with that. And guess what? Your purpose will attach to that. But your number 3 answer, those people will finance the purpose. So a lot of times we have to always remember that I only got room for 20% of y'all to be people who need a transformation. The other 80%, because this is my business, the other 80% has to be people that I don't have to break my back to help. I just gave them what they didn't have, but they already had a version of it. So like for me, for example, 80% of the people who I work with, they've already had a coach. I'm just a better coach. You know what I'm saying? I felt that when I said it. You know what I'm saying? They've had a coach, but I'm either the coach for them for this season, or guess what? They went somewhere, and no matter what happened, whether they didn't hold themselves accountable, the person didn't hold them accountable, or I got something that they didn't get over there. So that's why they here. You know what I'm saying? If they leave me and go to the next coach, or if they graduate and elevate, they're going to go somewhere where somebody has something for them that I likely didn't have. That's the best exit. You get what I'm saying? It's just like when somebody go to a different school to get their master's than they did their bachelor's. Ain't no bad problem. Is I didn't have that program, but I got you your bachelor's for you to go over there and get the program. You got to see your customers like that. So 80% of your customers wear shades, wear jewelry. They just choose now to shop with you. And when you target them, which is a thing we're gonna talk about, you gotta target them in that way. You gotta literally know you already wear glasses. You just don't wear my glasses. That's some good stuff right there. Same thing with you, Krista. Same thing with you, Annette. Like, listen, they wear jewelry. They just don't wear my jewelry. Most of y'all will get customers because they lost their plug. When it come down to small business, even coaching and personal development, a crazy thing is you will make at least a quarter of your money, if not 50%, off of people being unavailable. I know I'm some people's coach because somebody else who you were following before you followed me never reached out to you, never said your name in a live. You know what I'm saying? Never messaged you back, never commented back to you. You know what I'm saying? And they might have had a better program, but guess what? They didn't make the connection. They didn't bring what they got. I bring my community to me. You need some support. I don't just show up. I bring a couple of folks to show up with me. Because what? I know what that does and how that makes people feel. So, and guess what? The thing is, I be on already scouted you out before you even came. If you didn't come to me by referral, I picked you. Just I don't know if you know it or not. Like some of y'all here, Krista here by referral, Martina here by referral. Shannon, I picked Shannon. I had already seen it. I went to her page. I saw what I needed to see. I said, yep. Turn notifications on. Why did I do that? So when she posts, she don't even know that. When she posts, I could see it because I said, listen, let me go over here and be first person comment. You get what I'm saying? Let me go over here and engage. Because if I can, it's just like the Bible say, like if you want to make a friend, be friendly. So if I know if I can come over there and I can give you the support, if I can find something that you need, I used to get promotions like that. I would find what my boss's boss needed. And what I would do, I would solve that problem. I would find that problem, I would solve it. Then when they would ask me about it, guess what I would do? I'd big up my boss. Sometimes I'd be in that line, just tell y'all the truth. My boss be looking at me crazy. I say, well, Antoine said, that we needed to really, improve that. I saw a way to make the solution. He gave me the game plan. He ain't gave me nothing. He gave me the game plan. I shared it with my team. I shared it with my co-managers, and we executed on it. And I appreciate him for just putting me in charge to run that thing. Then I wink at it. And he just turn around and say, yep. Because guess what? His boss, the next time my boss need a new teammate, because I ain't got to take my boss job, but there's going to be an opening somewhere. The next time my boss's boss need a new employee, guess who he going to think about? He going to think about me. Why? Because I solved the problem for him. And that's what he's looking for, a problem solver. Each of y'all products and services is that problem solved. So let me get a few from a few more of y'all. What about you, Martina? Give me some things that you would see on their social media they would do or say that would let you know that they are part of your community, or they need to be.
Yep, I would say posting the inspirational quotes, but not really showing very much action. Asking questions. Now, I would normally find my ladies in groups and not necessarily on their platform per se. So I kind of stalk and chicken hawk, as Ashley Ann used to say. So I would go into groups and find the women who are asking questions about life, spirituality, looking for some sort of guidance for the collective to answer. And then the third one that I would say is going into groups I know that we're live streaming on YouTube, but going into groups with women who look like me, who are Black women, where the CEO is completely opposite appearance-wise of who they are, and asking their advice of how they should navigate through life as a woman of color. Does that make sense? So I would say those would be ideal for me. And just saying like, those are my people, because they more than likely need somebody in their space who can understand and has been through what they're currently going through or experiencing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. What about you, Ursula? What's 3 things on a person's page that you look at it, you know, okay, yeah, they're one of my clients right here. There's potential.
The cover photos are all over the place. Most of the pictures are just still frames, still pictures, no video content. They don't have a lot of engagement. They don't engage. The captions, the hashtags are just like FYP, Doritos Locos Tacos. Like, I'm serious. I'm serious. The captions are check me out. Like, it's you could tell that they haven't talked to anybody, not even just me, just anybody. It's very apparent.
Yep. All true. I love it. I love it. All right. What about you, Annette?
I put if they do the get ready with me's and they highlight the accessories, people that do shopping hauls, and then content creators that's doing regular content, but I noticed that their accessories stand out in each video.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And y'all know what's funny? Some people can't dress but can accessorize. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah.
Stop it, Shannon. She gonna say she gonna say her. Listen, like some people, and that's correct. Y'all at least 10% of what y'all need is people who they over accessorize. Like because they go exist. So why not come buy from you? Like these are going to be the people. Most of the people who buy from you every month, they overdo it. You get what I'm saying? They overdo it. I honestly can't just so accessorize. I make the girls in this story. Listen, they make a lot of money doing that. They make a lot of money. So that's so true. That's even like in your industry, Martini, you literally are going to win off of people who like they always need help. It's just funny. And some people always will. Like, and sometimes we want the clients who don't. But I'll tell y'all something. My clients that don't need no help, they do nice things for me, but I don't make no money from them because they don't never like they'll do things like they keep me on retainer. But like I got a client I only talk to every 3 months. Like I only talk to them every 3 months. 2 of them, matter of fact. Listen, I only talk to them every 3 months. I got one client so good at what she do, I halfway can't never get her to do nothing. She hard-headed. The only time I give her full attention is when stuff go wrong and she say, okay, man, I'm sorry. That's the first thing she gonna do is come apologize. And she gonna say, okay, so I tried to do blah, and go for it. But get what? She paid for her time. And I be already knowing she coming. When she show up, I be like, you tried to write that book by yourself and messed it up, didn't you? Yep. Like I had a client one time wrote their book on paper and then called me and said, hey, and this is the crazy thing. This is how I knew it was bad. They messaged me on a Sunday morning at like 9 a.m. and they said, listen, I know you ain't even looking at your phone. But they were like, can you call me at like 6 o'clock today? Because that's when I know you ain't gonna be doing that. I said, yeah, I got you. Call them. They said, I said, what? I said, what's up? They said, don't be mad. I know y'all did something wrong. When the first thing y'all say is don't be mad. They said, listen, so you're not supposed to be writing the book, right? Yeah. And they were like, remember, you told me to put it in Word doc so I could edit it, right? I said, yeah. I said, but I'm on the Word doc and you ain't put nothing beside like the first page in there. They said, because I thought that I'm a writer. So I was like, I'm gonna do it pad and pencil. They said, and I finished the whole tablet of writing. And they said, hey, I need you to find out if it's a way for me to like scan this and it turn it to a digital file. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, I don't even know if they have that anymore. I'm like, no, you're gonna have for you to write it. But get what? This is where my expertise came in at. I said, all you need to do is find a college student that does writing pro, and what you gonna do, you gonna take them the tablet and they gonna turn it into digital for you, and you pay them extra to like proofread and edit for them. I said, and they, you know, college students be hungry, so instead of you paying $1,000, you can pay them like 150, and they gonna feel like this is the best thing that ever happened. And that's what they did, and they were like, dang man, and they finished it quick. I said, yeah, because you know, college students be on Adderall and all that stuff, so when you probably told them you gonna pay them 150, they were like, listen, I'm with it. When you need it, tomorrow, got it. They typed that paper all night. I said, they didn't see no sunlight typing that paper. But, you know, that's what we do. That those people, you get them saying, people who, a person who get in them predicaments every week, I know that those are going to be the clients I'm going to work with more. So when I meet the same way with clients who get overwhelmed, clients who have a really busy schedule, I know exactly where they fit because I'm already understanding where they are and I know what I provide and where that goes. So we're gonna go into this question part because we're building a situation. And once we finish with this part, I'm gonna see if y'all can see it. So now, instead of having three things, and I'm gonna start back from the top so I can paint this picture. So we gathering people who feel like they are part of the brand. We know that these people are in your community. We know that these people, they come from you having a service or product that solves a problem they have. We looked at the 5 characteristics that they that you know of those people. Then we looked at the things that they would have or do on social media. Now, what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to pitch to me like you're making a video. I want you to give me a 30-second pitch. It don't have to be a full 30 seconds, but it don't need to be like 3 seconds either. I want y'all to give me a 30-second pitch of you offering your service to these people or your product. So I'm gonna give y'all a little time where you want to write it and make some bullet points. Well, let me do this because y'all are the unit. So y'all are the upper echelon. The thing I don't want you to do is to write a paragraph down and read it to them. Now, if you got to write it first before you say it, that's cool too. But in a video, if you read it, I can tell you, unless you really, really do. Because I found out they got this new app. I don't know if y'all know about this now. I did not even tell y'all about it, so none of y'all go use it because I feel like it's default. You can tell it what you want it to say, and it will literally put it on the screen. You press record and you read what it says. I don't like that though, because I like being organic. Now that worked good for when you putting out something that's in an ad, because that's what a copy coach does. They pretty much write down what they want you to say. Yeah, your own personal teleprompter. It's pretty cool, but how quickly you can become unauthentic scares me in that. So y'all can write it, but when you do it, I want you to be looking into the camera and tell it to me. And y'all know y'all supposed to be on camera. So if you're not on camera, when you do this, you definitely gonna have to be on camera and look at me. So if you need to put a shirt on and a hat, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Let me get my timer out.
Hey, Matt, are
Mhm.
are there any specific elements that we need to put in there? Like pain point? Like what are some of the specific things that you're looking for a 30-second pitch?
For one, I want you to have a call to action. It can be at the beginning, middle, or end. I want you to have a hook, which is the basis of what you're telling the client, which is based off of the product and the service that you're giving. Besides that, I want you to go for what you know. You can build it off a pain point if you want to. You can make the video kind of like a conversation. But what I really want y'all to think about is your signature video. And I know some of y'all, you're like, well, my signature video is when I'm showing the product. What I want you to think about, if you was meeting somebody at a pop-up shop and they said, hey, tell me about your business. You know what I'm saying? Not even tell me about your business. If they said, oh, I like your stuff, tell me about it. Build a situation where you give them that bracelet.
Okay.
Where you give them that product. A pain point to start with is a really good one. If you're looking for a format, Martini, because I know you're coming into this, a good format to go with is problem, 3 solutions, call to action. That's a go-to format for me. I hit you with a problem. I'm intense when I hit people with a problem too. Sometimes I come out with a shocker. I come straight on camera. Man, your website is trash. That's why you're not making no money. And then I hit them with 3 solutions. Cause they be like, who is he talking to? You know your website trash.
Okay. Thank you. We might need to workshop this one, but thank you.
Mm-hmm. You got it. You're just a little nervous about it. But you got it.
I don't think I'm necessarily nervous. It's just throwing it all in.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're more rather picking one. So that's the place where you at. That's really good for you, especially with you starting your advertising and promotion journey of your business. You're going to have so many videos just off the simple fact that you got to pick one in a video. But you can sell your whole thing in one too. So for instance, to give you an example, let me start. I said I'll go have my timer out. So let me grab my timer.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna open up my window.
So like a commercial? No, because if you make it like a commercial, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Oh no.
Like a conversation. I actually did this one earlier. So say if I'm making a video based off of all of the characteristics I would put down for my people for the tour, my 30-second video would start like this. And I'm gonna do the format that I gave you, Martini.
Okay.
At the last conference that you went to, what did they talk about? What did you take away from it? What did you receive? You don't remember, do you? That's because you don't still use it to this day. Now, listen, we are having the Triple Double Summer Tour, but I want to tell you why you should come. And I'm going to hit you with a quick 3, right? So listen, number 1, you're going to get hands-on work the same way I do online. Number 2, you're going to get to network and find more business owners who are like you, who are in your same situation. And number 3, we're going to make it an experience and have fun. Go get your ticket. I'll see you there.
You want my debit card now? We'll go ahead and whip out my card. Good.
So you see how I started out with the pain point. You've been to a conference, you don't know. I gave them that I painted the picture for them. Hey, you don't remember what happened at the last conference you went to, because it was a conference you went to where it was boring. It wasn't exciting. You didn't have that hands-on experience. And then I hit them with 3 things I know I provide. I bring hands-on, you know, because I'm not a term teacher. I don't bring a course and teach it to you. I also don't just bring motivation and inspiration. I say, hey, let's do it. You know, what you need done. What's the hard parts about business? Let's practice it. Let's do it now. That way, when you go home, it's not your first time doing it. I talk about community. So I told them you have other people to network, and I made that exciting to them. So even in my tone, I told them you got other people who are just like you, because a lot of business owners are left off by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They like, I don't know who to call, you know, when I need help. Like, I didn't have to go to Shannon's live earlier. I would likely sleep. I mean, Crystal's live, but guess what? Shannon and Ashley was. So letting them know you're not just coming in, oh, I can't get access to Matt. Even if you can't get access to Matt, you can get access to the community, you know. And then the third one, telling them it's going to be an experience so they don't feel like nobody wants to go back to class and school, but you want to be on campus. That's what I'm like. I'm like the campus experience, even though you got to go to class. You know, being with me is like joining a fraternity or a sorority. You know what I'm saying? It's like I get to be in school, but this is the bonus part, you know?
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Crystal, you look like you done. I want you to go first.
I think you like picking on me because you know I was over here still trying to think about it. You just like to put me on the spot.
I pick on you because I believe in you.
I'm not prepared. I was hoping to listen to some other people's pitches first before I had to give mine, because I don't know what to say.
I get the most out of you when I make you dive in. You do so well. Every time I be like, let's go swimming, and I push you.
I can't swim though. I'm a drown. So
Girl.
let's not do that. Can somebody else go first and then I go later, please?
No, that's just gonna make me want you to go first more. Be authentic, be natural. You having a conversation with me. So you trying to think about, remember when I told you about overthinking? What I told you to do first?
I don't remember because I'm still overthinking.
Do it, then think about it. Don't get a second thought before you do it. Get a second thought after you do it. And that's not gonna always be somebody to go before you. This is Crystal's creations. You the only person there. Let's go.
Okay.
It's not a commercial, it's a conversation. Just remember that. Because if you start off as a commercial, I'm just gonna make you start over.
Okay. So I noticed in some of your videos, and I've seen you around, and I've noticed that a lot of the necklaces that you wear are like really close up to your neck. Is that comfortable? If not, I have those necklaces that come down a little longer, hit you maybe mid-chest or even down further. If you check out my website, I can get you hooked up.
See, and you be hating on yourself, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You need to pat yourself on the back, which is hard. So just pat yourself on the chest. That's what I do. Just beat your chest for a second. There you go. Yeah.
That sucks, but okay, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. See, and you didn't die, because I know you had a type of anxiety when you over there probably thinking, like, I'm going to pass out. You didn't even pass out. You know
But I'm about to. I feel like I'm about to.
Listen, that was good. That was good. Okay, you next, Simone.
I have to turn on my video.
That
it has to be on. Do I? Okay, I'll oblige. It's a little dark. It's almost midnight here. Okay, so I'm talking to you, right, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hey, Matt, I see on your Instagram that you're still accepting orders via your post. And so I want to tell you about a client that I had that was in a similar position as you, where she was only sending manual invoices to clients. She wasn't getting paid on time or at all in some instances. So we redesigned her website. She got a 254% return on investment. And I can tell you that I can offer you a new website that'll be completely optimized for your business productivity and increase your sales. So does this sound like something that you'd be interested in? And are you ready to get paid up front? And then if you are, the online business in a box would be the perfect solution for you. And so I offer that service, and you can head on over to my website to learn more.
I love it, Simone. I love it. Now that's the word pressure at, y'all. If you a former boot camp member, that's the real pressure. But only part I would take out is the asking, never ask them, is that something you would be interested in? I know it was on the spot and you just said it out there, but always take that out and just go straight to, you're going to make more money. Whenever you really want to close a person, y'all, start making assumptions of what the solution is. Because the only thing they can do to get that assumption is buy it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I used to always tell people, like I knew iPhone people, they thought the camera was the best camera in the world. So even though it's not. So I always just start talking to them about taking pictures, especially if they was a picture person. They've been mentioning pictures. They've been mentioning, is the camera better? Guess what I would say? I'd be like, listen, you know, you finna go on that vacation. Them pictures don't be bomb. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want you to give me the clearness of the water. I want you to see the dolphin in the water. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you send that to me. Post it on your Instagram and I'll see it. You get what I'm saying? I'll be like, listen, let me make sure I get your case. You going swimming, so you need a waterproof case, right? All right, so I'm gonna get you one that's water resistant, because there ain't no such thing as waterproof. Okay. See how everything in that was an assumption? So they would have to walk me backwards to not get it, and that makes them uncomfortable because they gotta give the rejection. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk you into where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you get that online business in a box, website is going to be optimized. You're going to make more money faster, automation. Like I can see you working less and making more money. You know what I'm saying? With your same post. The post ain't the problem. It's when they go to your website. But we got that fixed for you. They had no choice.
So you want to rewrite it for me then, Matt? There you go. You can rewrite it.
Look, always trying to make me work harder. Mm-hmm. All right, your turn, Shannon.
Okay, so I'm not confident in this at all, but I thought about it from the aspect of pitching to somebody. So I'm like, hey, I was looking on your page and I saw that you are shopping around for your birthday outfit and you showed a few outfits. Once you get your outfit, let me send you 3 different looks, complete accessory looks for your birthday fit. That way you don't have to do the work. Let me do the work of us getting you fully accessorized, for, getting you the accessories, with the high fashion vibe, but not breaking your pocket. It's not flowing like I want, but the points I'm trying to hit is being able to do the work for somebody, and also save the money at the same time. But I just couldn't get it to flow the way I wanted it to flow.
You know what you took out of it that would have made it perfect? Your personality.
That's because I'm nervous because I don't feel like it was right. So
yeah, but
yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Actually overthinking, because I probably would be like, girl, I saw the birthday outfits. Let me go ahead and get you accessorized. Let me go ahead and pick 3 looks for you. Send them over to you. You pick which ones you want. I'll do the work, and you don't have to worry about that. And I will.
Boom. You see how natural that is? Boom. Good going. Then you got it. You just gotta. And once y'all get it in the mind of every time I turn on my camera, I'm just gonna do that. You got it. You gonna have it. All right, Annette, let's go.
Thank y'all.
Well, first of all, I'm half asleep, but what was I gonna say? Hey, my chic babes, if you're looking for something trendy and unique to go with your next outfit, holla at your girl. I got what you need, so just let me help you find that unique item that'll help you make a statement without saying the word. And while you at it, put some shopping bags in the chat if you like unique pieces.
I like it. Yours always comes so natural and simple, but what I always like is that energy, but you is a little sleepy, and I know you do. So as long as you always give us that brown-like chic energy, listen, I love it. And they go get it and make it do what it do. Go get it, make it do what it do. This reminds me of, how much I love seeing you live, which you neglect us in a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Who's counting?
I'm coming. I'm sorry.
All right. What about you, Shantae? You gotta just come out camera and just blast into it. I feel like that's the only way you go get it out.
I can't come off camera. I can't come off camera, but I'm laughing because no matter what you said, everybody kind of seems like a commercial. It's like a commercial. Like I could see everybody doing the video and selling their stuff with what they saying. So when I'm writing it, it feels like I'm writing for a commercial too.
Okay, let me hear it and see.
Okay. So I don't know if I'm talking, it's supposed to be a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you lost your person, didn't it seem like you lost yourself? It could be a hard journey to come back from, but you've been trying, and I've seen that. I see you back in the gym, but I know gaining weight can be intimidating, but I got you. My joggers are fire. They comfy and loose fitting, and I even got waist trainers for men because I heard guys do not like to jiggle when they're working out. And don't worry, for my ladies, my leggings are not see-through and they hold everything in the right place. That's all I got.
Now, see, that was good. And you were tripping. That was good. Shoot. That's the best I heard, Jay, right there.
I want to say like that, it pulled me in. It didn't feel like a commercial. It felt like almost like at first she was doing poetry, and then it was like a comedic aspect to it. That was really good. Because you definitely, I was like, I immediately looked up to hear the rest of what you had to say because I wanted you to hear it to the end.
Thank you. I know these exercises be nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm. But the more you do it, the better you go get it. So that's good. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. I won't ask Ursula hers. I already know that she know how to do. Martina. Say the best for last. Look at her. Yeah.
We're gonna have to workshop this one tomorrow. We are really going to workshop this one tomorrow. So I'll just read to you what I have because it feels like a lot, and if we can break it down, that would be fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do that? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, hey sis, I see you over there. You're a woman with big dreams, but life keeps knocking you down. You're watching all the other girls who have a man, they're traveling, money in the bank without a care in the world. And here you are, you're working 2 jobs just to be broke, taking care of yourself with the weight of the world on your shoulders, and your prayers are just not being answered, and you're going absolutely nowhere. But the truth is, you really just need to stop doing it alone. You need support, you need guidance, you need a tribe of sisters there to support you towards the goals every step of the way. So click on the link below and tell me your dreams, and let's see how we can support you every step of the way, because life is better with girlfriends.
Ooh, that was perfect. What?
Hey, that make you feel like the program is called Girlfriends. Like instantly I heard the song from my girlfriend. They're too thick and thin. Like That was
You
good.
can add that
That
to
was
it in the
good.
background.
Right. See, you're much better at this than you think. Like, as you fine tune that, you'll learn how to take some of the adjective like details out of it. And that's what just makes it a 30-second or 15-second video over it being a a minute long video. Because that still would be a great video. It just would be a minute long. But that was awesome. That was good.
Okay.
Didn't
Thank
even know you would go do that good, did you? See, that's
Yeah, see, I don't particularly like it. Maybe it's the perfectionist piece, but it doesn't feel like it's, maybe just because it's the first go around, but it's lacking for me connection. Like I can hit the pain points, but something's
Yep.
missing.
But guess what? Some things only come after you do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. So that's what I like about perfection. It make you work hard. So as you do it more and more, as long as it hits to the people, because it'll never be that perfect to you. And if it does, that's not the part that matters. Did it hit to them? Did it make them click the link? Did it make them press that follow button? Did it make them comment? Did it make them save it? You get what I'm saying? Did it make them say, I got to get in her community because she connected with me? That is exactly what you want. And that was amazing. Those were all great pictures. A thing I can tell y'all as we get up out of here is that you all should see why you're in the unit. Because, it took a little motivation, a little push, but it didn't take a lot for me to get y'all to do what y'all just did. So it's important that y'all see y'all's talent. It's important that y'all see exactly what it is that you have the potential to do and be. And what I want y'all to do is, let me go to the assignments. And even as I'm pulling that up, in your videos, that's what I want you to pull out. And that's what I want you to put in there. And remember, like an unwritten rule that we have is you can no longer be the judge of your own content. And that's in every form. From your videos to your static posts, to your graphics, to your emails, you are not the judge of it. The impact is. Allow the impact to be the judge. Who time to talk? Ursula?
Yeah. I do have a question for you, Matt, about that, because I know for me, it's one of those, if I read it and if I wouldn't buy it, if I'm not convinced, I don't necessarily want to put it out. And I know that, we got to let the market say, but what's the line if you don't feel the conviction of it, or if you wouldn't even buy it, how or why would you expect someone else to buy into it?
That's still it just really take me back to the same thing, because I did a lot of stuff that people have bought and I didn't put much into it. Because I shouldn't always have to put that much into it to get that, if I'm being authentic. People, for instance, I know that I'm capable of producing a better aesthetic. I know I am, because I did it, and when I do it for other people, that's the level that I'm gonna push it to. I won't accept it if it's not in that clarity, because I want to do a good job. But I built a whole platform of 50K something followers off of not caring about what it looked like. I just got on there and talked that talk with them. You get what I'm saying? I got better as it went along, but all the things I got better in, they did not care about. So what I did was I got better at giving them more. Once people like it, they just want some more. Like we don't really care. Like it being cute, unless it's clothes, that didn't make me buy it. But how clear it was. You showing me that I could have it and the details of it was so much better. Because a lot of time in perfection, once you get past bad, you good. So I would say set that as a rule to you. If it's not bad, meaning your video don't look distorted. It's good. Meaning, if you talked about the service, you reached your audience, you hit all them checkpoints, you good. So a thing we may have to give you, and y'all let me, and I don't always like this, but I may give you this because I give it to people by who needs it. We may have a layout for you to fill in and do it. But the thing about the layout is it's going to make you work harder to put your authenticity into it. Because when we go for what's perfection, like you lose the authenticity. Like most speakers and people who have a coaching brand right now, the ones that were successful in 2020, a secret that I know, at least 60% of them are down bad right now. If they started off of a level that was given to them. You want to know why? Because it seemed unauthentic. Because all they did, they followed the format. But once the format expires, what you give them? Because what they did, they keep turning on trying to give folks the same message. You get what I'm saying? But it don't hit the same. People like, even though people don't know that this is a large closet, sometimes they do. I don't know how they do. But when I tell people, when I decided to choose this space over going down the street and buying an office space, the office space felt unauthentic. It didn't have a grind to it. It didn't have, you can do it to it. So I kept this space. Because more people have paid thousands of dollars for what I told them in this space than what I predicted they would if I told them in the next space. Because guess what? I'm going in the office. I'm gonna walk differently. I'm gonna go in there differently. Because I used to go in my office. You get what I'm saying? I used to have an office, and I remember when I was in my office, certain people I used to reach, I couldn't reach no more. But that was cool because I was a job. So I couldn't always reach reps because I was coaching managers. I was coaching people who had other regions. But I had to remind myself a lot of times when I would speak to them at our business conference, and when I went to Chicago, I didn't go to no office. I don't want to go to no office. I'm going in the store. And I wouldn't put on dress clothes. Man, I put on shoes. Listen, I put on them Air Max. You know what I'm saying? Have my black jeans on. I'm the freshest T-Mobile rep you ever seen in your life. You get what I'm saying? I come in there with that stuff on because that made them feel like, yeah, like it's somebody I can connect with. If I came in there, big dot, you know, got my little briefcase. Hi, how you guys doing? You guys mean your metrics? They ain't finna tell me what wrong for real. But when I came in there, what's up, man? You know, yeah, let's go. You know what y'all selling today? Y'all ain't making no money, right? When I came in there like that, guess what? When I took one of them to the back and I said, hey, your manager helping you for real or not? They'll say, hey, he don't come to work. So I knew who to fire for real. I ain't had to work hard. I ain't had to look at it. All the employees told me that the manager leave every day at lunch and don't come back. So get what I told his manager. You need a new store manager at this stuff. How you figure that out there, fan? You ain't touch no computer. I didn't have to. Because my authenticity made the employees, I'm like, I already got them. You can fire them. Why? Because all them trust me now. Because I came to help them. I came to help finish a sale. But if I would have came in there trying to be perfect over being authentic, I wouldn't go touch nobody but the manager. And I'm only touching him because I'm being the example he want me to be. He want to be me one day. That's the only reason that would have connected with him. But I'd rather have them 10 store employees that have him. Make more sense.
Yeah.
And you only gonna know if it worked. To even go more tangible to the answer, you only gonna know if it worked if they buy it. That's why I'm so hands-on. Everybody with me make money faster than any program that you can put them through. You can ask some of the people who've been through different programs with people, the Simones, Annette. With us, some go grow. You go grow people, your pays go grow, your money go grow, some go grow. And people go be able to tell the difference. But that's because I put on you, go authentic. I don't want the flashy version. I don't want that. Give me the one I can go anyway. Don't give me the version of you that I can only drive on the weekends. Because I ain't getting none out of it. It's a liability, not an asset. So you got to look at your video the same way. Them women, they go click that link and book when they feel like you told them something that hit exactly who they were. Not even, you can have a whole message with people, not even telling them how you would go help them. You just told them where they was, and ain't nobody said that. Every video they seen talked about, let me show you how to make a 6 figures. Let me show you how to make 6 figures. And instead, I make 6 figures by telling people, listen, you making $100 a month, huh? Yeah, you can do more than that. I ain't say 6 figures one time. I ain't got a video where I say 6 figures, but I come in there and I tell you, we can do better. You can have a bigger brand. You can listen. Let's get you from 100. Let's get you from 100 to 1,000, and I can show you how to do that. And you ain't got to pay me to do that part. Come on. Come on. I'm converting so many people. Come on. Well, I need to. No. Come on. I'm gonna put you in the group. You get what I'm saying? Come on. I'm going live. Come to the live.
Yeah. Okay.
Authenticity.
Okay. Thank you.
Matt not lying about that authenticity, because my crooked glasses era, that was an era to be had. That was an era to be had. When I tell you, I don't know if it was the glasses, but them glasses converted so many people. Just like one of the earpieces was missing. They was tilted on my face, but the conversations was just so, they was more intense. People stuck around more. Yep. I got new glasses now, but still, the reach was a little different.
Mm-hmm. Them 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning live, you had all them business owners in. You be like, why is there 60 business owners up at 1 o'clock in the morning and here talking to Ursula? I could never find Ursula live. I had asked one of my clients that was one of her clients when we first met, like, when do she be live? They said, oh, you got to be up late like a club. They say, like, you know, you go to clubs that don't start till 11. They say, that's Ursula live. I said, 11 o'clock, and I be asleep.
Look, the funny thing is, everybody who, like, is now super familiar with me, like, y'all understand just how crazy that was, because I'm not a night owl. 9 o'clock comes, and I am done. I'm no good to anybody. So it was a wild time. I'll say that much. It was a wild time.
Yep. But like we said, so authentic. So authentic. Just a light-skinned girl, cheesing, sitting in a chair, giving you, the best gems you ever heard by content in your life. And from that same chair, and with that same wall back there, she had clients like Royalty One Stop Shop that made $200,000 last year. And she don't even have all.
No, she made $348.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cleared $348 by the end of the year. So this year her goal is $1 million. And I told her, I said, girl, that's light work for you.
She wasn't the one we don't talk to but every 3 months.
Yeah, I said that's light work for you, because she spent 2022 building the platform. She spent 2022 building the format, as Matt would say, where she's going. Now 2023 is just all about keeping it in action and multiplying it.
Yep. Oh, cool.
So I want to say this to y'all on here, because I know sometimes we can get in these spaces where it's extremely discouraging, especially when, you know, you're on this app and you're seeing the things that other people are doing, whether they're in your industry or in industries that completely different from yours. Put that work in. Track everything. Because when you look back, January of 2024 versus January of 2023, February of 2023, you're going to be like, I didn't even know I did all this. My head was so far over there, you know, going for the next step, going for the next thing, that I didn't even really realize how far I actually went. So build your brand, build your platform, build your brand. Even in the moments where you feel discouraged, you feel like it ain't working, you feel like it's not doing what you thought it was gonna do, keep building your brand. It's just like weight loss. It's just like weight loss. If you stop, it stops.
Yep. Your perfection belongs to your back office. If your back office is perfect, that's always going to be a thing that's perfect. Like, okay, great. But your front, you got to leave room for it to grow, because in the game today, the changes alone, if you're not authentic, the change will kill. And it changes all the time. What people are receiving, how they listening, how they hearing you, that'll change all the time. Sometimes something happen with somebody, it'll just flip the switch, and we don't even pay attention to that no more. It'll be turned off. You know, that's just like one day it was cool to excuse me. It was cool to play R. Kelly music one day. Now you got to be careful where you at. you might get canceled. You like, dang, boy, can't play this. Can't just be riding down the street with this on blast. My mind's telling me no, but my body. You know what I'm saying? You because you don't know who he was talking about now. You're not really sure. So that organic is gonna help you. And like I said, you can have a format, you can have a format and a flow that you in, but you gotta always be prepared to evolve and adapt, because when you have a community, they gonna change it anyway. And to let y'all know the reason why it's so different from what you may have heard or seen is because people with budgets, they for years threw money into ads, and you didn't mind it because it was the easier system and the easier way to go. But when you are a single brand, you can say, like in today's world, we broke that. Like I tell people today, you can have 2 pages, and I got a client now. I said, have a page you run ads on, and have a page you do your organic following on. And don't get me wrong, they get money from the ads, and they go over there, they put their copy, it's the same stuff, and it's just sent out. But it still can't touch what they do organic, especially when them big boosts come. Like it ain't the same. So that organic flow is just different. People look for organic and authenticity today, you know. What was I doing? Ursa, you finna say something else too?
No, I wasn't finna say anything. I just, dealing with Zoom, keep cutting me out. It just discouraged me from talking altogether. So clearly I wasn't meant to really just talk like that. So I'm minding my business. I'm good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put these in y'all to-do list tonight, so y'all have. So everybody should have their 10 videos that you needed by today. You should have your 10 videos. If you don't, we'll get them. We're gonna get them because I'm gonna give you what you got to do anyway. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take those 10 videos, and what you go do is you're going to put them in your TikTok drafts. They may already be in there. If not, make sure they're in there, because come tomorrow, you're going to start dropping them. I don't care what cadence you use by days, work what you got. If there's a certain day where you feel like your audience is more active, post the 2 or the 3 on those days, because they're going to appreciate that you gave them more. With those 10 videos, I want you to go in IG, and instead of just putting them in your drafts, I want you to put them in the schedule. I took pictures. I was supposed to make a video, but I didn't, because I was asleep most of the day. But maybe tomorrow, I'll be feeling more up to it. Let me drop those. Oh, they in this phone, so I'll get them out this phone. But I'm gonna drop the screenshots of what that looked like. If you don't have the scheduler yet, because for some people it don't show up, just put them in your drafts, but already have your caption, your hashtags, already have all that ready. So you can just go and press post. You can go and press post. Make sure all of your videos target the people we talked about tonight. that's who you're going to go get. I want each, and it's not just about posting the video here. It is about, did I reach the people that I wanted to? And next week, I'm gonna show you how to find and know if you did. I'm gonna show you how to find and know if you did.
Matt, the scheduler, that's for Reels?
You can do Reels, post our stories in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it let me do all three.
So is that in the content thingy? The what's the thingy, stupid thing called? I was looking at last night. The content creator, creator studio, Matt.
As far as like the app.
Yeah, for scheduling, because I ain't never seen nothing on the actual Instagram page for scheduling. That's why I'm confused. That's why.
I'm gonna send the pictures. Well, I can do it while sure. Let me go.
They rolling it out slowly, so you may not have it yet.
Okay. Guys, I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
You can even, when you under a regular post, like you can go to the scheduler in your settings. You can even, when you under your regular post, you can click on let me see, let me drop these for y'all so y'all will see. You can click on advanced settings at the bottom of when you finna post, and it will literally put it in there for you. It'll be right there. It'll say schedule post.